Alright, it is time for me to get off my lazy butt and review episode 5 of the book of Boba Fett. I've been kind of sulking a little bit lately, and this is why. I am a little bit tired of people bashing my boy, the Book of Boba Fett. Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. Now I see everywhere, the headlines are everywhere. I can't find one good review about the other episodes. Oh, but guess what is going on now? Now that we have Mando back, everyone is saying, oh, the best episode of the Book of Boba Fett is the Mandalorian episode. Why are we doing the Book of Boba Fett? Let's just toss the Book of Boba Fett into the trash and just have the Mandalorian story. That's what everybody wants, you know? It's so funny. This is like Disney's lowest range show. Like, I expect this kind of response for, and I'm not kidding, The Bad Batch. I say it every week. I say it in every single one of these videos. The Bad Batch was a bad batch. And yet somehow everyone is saying that this episode beats all of the Book of Boba Fett. And I disagree. I think episode 4 was the best episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Episode 3 I enjoyed. Episode 2 I enjoyed. Episode 1 was cool. I enjoyed every single episode. I guess I'm getting just a little tired of everyone hating the Book of Boba Fett. My apologies, but that's where I'm at with this. And of course today, when this video goes live, we are going to get episode 6, and I can't wait for episode 6. I'll be reviewing that next week, obviously. What can I say about the Book of Boba Fett? Episode 5. Well, yeah, this isn't, this has the title, The Book of Boba Fett, but it isn't The Book of Boba Fett. And I think, yeah, I agree with a friend of mine, Ninjoid243. He said the only problem with it is at the end we don't see Boba Fett. Boba Fett is nowhere to be seen in this episode. And I really think that he should have showed up at the end and went to Mando and asked him to join. Instead, we only get Fennec Shan. That's the only problem with this episode. Honestly, this is a good episode, but people are claiming like this is way better. It's not way better. It's a good episode. In fact, I don't even consider this episode an episode of the Book of Boba Fett. I consider this episode an episode of The Mandalorian. And now that I am done complaining about that, let's get into today's episode, because my god, what a cool episode it was! This is basically the Mando episode, and my god, it was fantastic! I've loved all of Book of Boba Fett, but I gotta admit, while yeah, my hype for Book of Boba Fett is crazy, I love the Mandalorian, and this was a really, really great treat. I had such a blast. I mean, so we got Mando. He's back to bounty hunting. He did a bounty hunter job using the Darksaber. He unfortunately injures himself, and he goes back to... And then we have the Pre-Vizsla guy. Oh my god, what an awesome battle. Of course, the previous guy, you could tell, was played by Jon Favreau. He's back, and we got him versus Mando for the honor of being the leader of the Mandalorians, the honor of having the dark saber. And I liked Mando, of course, training with the blacksmith with the dark saber, and then fighting Vizsla for the honor of it. Now, he does win, but here's the thing. The code, the creed they take, says that if you're Mando, you do not take off your helmet. When she asked him, have you ever removed your helmet? He cannot lie. He says yes, he's only taken it off once. I know. Other people have seen him without the helmet. It doesn't matter. He's only taken it off once. He's taken it off for Grogu. And then, you know, the blacksmith takes the weapon, the Beskar spear, and makes something for Grogu out of it. I like that scene too. But here we go. Mando, the leader of the Mandalorians, is by their creed not the Mandalorian anymore. So he has to repent for that. And I liked that. I liked learning about all of that. Then, of course, he needs a new ship. So he goes back to Tatooine to that one lady. And everyone says they don't like the one lady. Everyone says, you know what, they don't like this episode. I've heard people say that this episode was boring, it was lazy. No, it was fantastic. There was so much really cool information given to us about Mando in this episode. And the Book of Boba Fett is fantastic. I know I'm complaining again about the Book of Boba Fett. Let's move on. So, the lady has a replacement for the Razor Crest, not another Razor Crest like Mando was hoping. So what happens is she has a Naboo class Starfire, which I don't have an X-Wing miniature of yet. I'll eventually get an X-Wing miniature of it. She has a Naboo class Starfire. Mando's kind of hesitant at first, doesn't really think it would be a good idea, but she convinces him otherwise, and they start putting together the ship. And again, I really liked them talking about the functions and the mechanics side of how the ship works. You know what I really think? I think it comes down to this. The average Star Wars fan is probably going to find all of this boring. But if you're like me, this is one of the best episodes of Star Wars. Not just in, you know, the episode, not just Book of Boba Fett, not just Mandalorian, but in all of Star Wars. Like, I really liked this episode that much. And then we get to see when it's all... And then we get to see when it's all said and done. Boba Fett takes it out for a ride, and man, she's fast. This is the fastest ship he's ever seen. It's a Naboo class Starfire. I absolutely love that. Call back to the prequels. I know I'm not the biggest fan of episode 1 either, but it was so cool seeing that ship back. I really enjoyed the kind of junky, silvery, gray color of it. I think it's a perfect fit for Mando. And I can't wait for it to come to X-Wing miniatures, because I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right here on my shelf when I get it. Now, that is the Mandalorian episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Fennec Shand comes in at the end and says, hey, we need some muscle. Can you help out? Mando says yes, but he wants to go see Grogu first. So, are we going to get to see Grogu next episode? Yeah, I don't know. There might be a little bit of a time skip. Like, what might happen is Mando might go do something. We get Boba Fett, and then in episode 7, at the end, when Boba Fett is in trouble, Mando comes out of nowhere and saves the day. I think that's what might happen. Or we might get to go see baby Grogu and Luke Skywalker killed Luke Skywalker again. I would love that. I would love that. But I'm not expecting it. They don't have to. They could be saving the whole Grogu thing with Luke Skywalker for the book of for the Mandalorian Season 3. So we might have like a time skip for Mando. Mando might go do something. We see Boba Fett's thing. And then Mando comes in at the end. And then in the Mandalorian Season 3, we get to go see what he did while Boba was being attacked and before Mando comes back and saves the day. I think that's what might happen. Or we could see Baby Grogu. I'm not sure, but I hope we get to see Baby Grogu. I mean, come on. Come on. Don't you want to see this cute guy? Cute little guy? Yes. At the end of the day, okay, The Mandalorian, I do enjoy The Mandalorian a lot more than the Book of Boba Fett. But I still really like the Book of Boba Fett. I will take this entire series. I will take every single second of the Book of Boba Fett over all of the Bad Batch any day of the week. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel down in the comments below. But the truth be told, I know how you feel. I know how everybody feels about this. And it's funny because I've never been a fan of Boba Fett. And what I like about this series is it's changing that, and no one likes it. I know how you feel. No one likes it. I'm out. Bye.